Well, it's like more to come. Yeah, more to come. So I think yeah, we can start now. We're good to go now. Yeah, we got you here. We got the audience here. Yeah,
Okay, so let's begin.
yeah. So once again, hello everyone. Hello Polkadot community, and welcome back to our AMA. And I'm Anna from Polkadot Insider, and today we have the great pleasure to have a very cool project on the space, which is Meta Defender. And Meta Defender is a decentralized derivatives marketplace protocol for liquid staking tokens, LST, and offering trading opportunities that allow for up to 50x leverage longing and shorting of LST yields, and a fixed yield product without lockup period. Yeah, if you want to find out more, stay tuned again, everyone. And in case you first know about us, Polkadot Insider, so we are we are a channel updating news, data analytics, real-time data, and research about projects to support retail investors' views when they want to make any investment in the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem. And going through with me in this AMA today, I'm so honored to have Mr. Alvin, a very core team member from Meta Defender, who's going to share with us what is so amazing and unique about Meta Defender and what are some upcoming steps that we have to follow up with Meta Defender. Yeah. So to kickstart the atmosphere, sir, can you introduce a little bit about yourself and a quick overview of Meta Defender to your perspective?
Okay, okay, very. It's my pleasure to have a speech here today, and thank you for everyone in our room now. First, I want to have a brief introduction on our protocol that is named as Meta Defender. That is a yield derivative marketplace. I mean, there are two important points. That is yield trading and derivative. That means, for example, while investing with LSTs, in the past you just swap, for example, ETH into STEs and earn a 4% to 5% APR. But now within our DApp, you can use leverage while doing this. You can leverage your LST or RWA yield. With one ETH, you can enjoy the yield of 10 STEs. I mean, yeah. And you can even long or short it, just like you long or short ETH on GMX or on other perpetual marketplace. You can long or short the yield of LSTs, both STs or SFRAXs or L dot in our Polkadot ecosystem. Yeah. Uh, this significantly increase some. Oh, maybe that's I will talk it later. Yeah, and some additional functions will be introduced later. And let me now have an introduction on our team. Yeah. And for me, I joined the crypto world in 2017. And before that time, I worked in a Web2 fintech company that providing infrastructure for Web2 peer-to-peer lending. And in 2016, we used to plan to build a centralized lending platform to allow people to use Bitcoin as collateral to borrow fiat money. But this plan is abandoned for some legal reasons. And the next year, I left my company and started my way to crypto. Yeah. Well, our founding team is all have strong technical background. And beside me, we have our CTO Vincent. He used to lead a option trading project at Amber Group, and he has got a solid background on DeFi product development. And then there's our CEO Angie, who was a data scientist at a listed bank in Australia. She is quite experienced in product design, and we also have our chief mathematician, yes, and he is a graduate from New York University with applied math master program. And after graduation, he started working on equity market making at Morgan Stanley, and he's the brains behind the mathematical and the economic modeling of our products. Yeah. So that is a quick peek into our Meta Defender team, and something more for our project. Before this project, I have worked on a series of DeFi and NFT protocols. I always have passion on derivatives trading. In fact, at the very beginning, we plan to build a really easy using betting market that is a option market on Meta Defender. Yes, that is a V1 word version of our project. Yeah, somehow serve as a option trading marketplace. Yeah, and since LS token become popular this year, I have tried lots of LSD products and found many users talk about how to leverage their yield, or they may complain on the fluctuation of the LSD yield. We know that the yield of LSD assets can wave between 6% to 3% according to the frequency of the on-chain activity. So as LSD is always compared with national debt in TradeFi, it led me to think about the boom of interest rate derivatives market in TradeFi. And so I think, what if combine the widely accepted DeFi tools, for example, Perpetual, with the newly appeared LS tokens to build a interest rate derivative marketplace on chain. This is the beginning of the current Meta Defender. Thank you.
Wow, that's a really fantastic kickoff, sir. Yeah, it's so interesting to get to know more about your journey and also a little bit more about Meta Defender. Yeah, but it's not enough. We are down to hear more. Yeah. So we have know that Meta Defender has partnered with Akala Network. So we're kind of curious about the reasons behind this partnership. What are some core values to your side and also to Akala with this partnership and also to Polkadot in general?
Okay. As mentioned above, our project now is focusing on LSD assets, and maybe in the future we will expand onto RWA real world assets. But yes, maybe within half a year. Yeah, but now we focus on LS tokens. So when talking about the LS tokens, most of us is talking about Ethereum. But beside Ethereum, there is DOT. Yeah, and Akala DOT has its own LS tokens, such as we know L dot or V dot. And when talking about the LST in Polkadot ecosystem, I think Akala as the earliest launched power chain in Polkadot, and it is still the largest protocol for Polkadot LSTs. And since it's crowd loan, they have LC dot, and now they have L dot and T dot. And they are also expanding their landscape into Ethereum, just like what we do from Ethereum into Polkadot. Yeah, so we met together. Yes, and what's more, Akala has launched his EVM compatible network, that is Akala EVM Plus. And as we are an EVM project, it is very easy for us to launch our project on Akala EVM Plus network, and very easy for our users to went into such a DApp built there. Yeah, so this is why we choose to coordinate with them.
Oh, that's really interesting, and yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and we can see that this partnership, come out with a lot of good purpose. Yeah, in terms of user experience, in terms of your project's growth. Yeah, and a lot more, and it's very amazing. Yeah. So we kind of want to mention about the competition, and we know the competition, especially in this field, is kind of always harsh. So what do you think that really makes Meta Defender stands out from other liquid staking projects? Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you. For this topic, I want to say that most other projects we are talking about LSD, they are focusing on the yield of the liquidity staking. That is the yield, but not the yield trading. Yes. But other projects, they launch LST as spots. Yes, with the STEs is spots and L dot is spots. Yeah, and they struggle to improve the APR in many ways. Yeah, and both maybe sometimes MEV profits is added onto it. Yeah. In fact, we are not competitors against them. Yeah. We are not competitors against them. We are a LSD yield derivative marketplace. So if we have played with maybe Lido or Frax, or Acala, yes. We can know the yield rate, the interest rate of the STEs of SFRAX is fluctuating. Yeah, when many people is playing on chain, and the LSD APR goes up onto maybe 5%, but if like now a deep bear market, yeah, it dropped down onto maybe 3%. Yes, so it is so its APR is fluctuating. Yes, and while the interest rate of LSD is fluctuating, Meta Defender works. And actually, we are coordinating with SDEs, SFRAX is and LDOT, and we are going, and we are this is very important. We are going to be deeply combined with Pando ecosystem, which is known as the largest yield trading market now, and we can be combined with any other LSD protocols with enough market volume. So you can see Meta Defender is somewhere you can long or short and different kind long or short the yield rate of different kinds of LS tokens, but we are not competitors against any other project. Yeah, and now maybe I want to share some thought about my understand about current LSD market. Yeah. I'd rather to separate it into 3 stages, and the first stage is very simple. You swap a ETH and get a STETH and enjoy the yield. This is the basic type. Yeah, and secondly, maybe someone is familiar with Pando Finance. Yes, in Pando we can predict the increase or decrease of the yield rate and trade the tokenized yield, that is Pando YT. Yeah, and compare with the first stage and the second one, we can see the first one, they need principles. Yes, one is purchase one SEs and enjoy 4% maybe APR, and the second stage on Pando, we don't need principal. Yes, we only trade the yield part of a LST. Yes, that is a YT. Yes, it is somehow capital efficient. Yeah, but our project Meta Defender is building the third stage, and the tokenized yield, that is YT, from Pando. YT is kind of spots, but where there is spots, there is a derivative market. Yes, and tokenized yield from spots, we change it into derivatives, and you can simply understand. You can use leverage while trading the Pando YT. Yeah, long or short, just like you long or short is on GMX. Yeah. So our project is one step further capital efficient than Pando. Yes, with less money to earn more. Yeah. And we are the first project in Web3 to do this. Yeah. And additionally, besides the YT derivatives mentioned above, we have another project that is a fixed yield without lockup period. It seems not directly don't have a direct relationship with the liquidity staking itself, but to build a real stable interest product, we have fully utilized the tools mentioned before. Yeah. I should say the protocol that we deeply engaged with, that is Pando Finance on Ethereum, and they have gave a quite a good solution for this problem. Yeah, for as we know is their principal token, the PT. Yeah, and holding the PT sorry, till the maturity will give a fixed interest rate for users, but you must have enough patience to hold it that long, maybe a few years. Yeah. And during this time, everything may happen, and if something calls that the user need to sell his principal token before the maturity, he has to sell the PT at the marketplace, and that may not give him the demanded fixed yield rate when he bought the PT. But in our product, this problem is solved. Maybe we can share. I can share more details about how we do it. And I just describe it simply. That is, once you use you want to fix the rate in our project, and currently that is annualized 3%. Yes, and so you deposit some money here, and you can hold it for 1 year or 2 year, or maybe even 1 month or 2 months. That doesn't matter. Whenever you withdraw, your annualized interest rate will be fixed at maybe 3% or 4%. Yeah, and just like we deposit some money in the bank, and we can withdraw it whenever we wish in traditional finance. That we make it true on the chain, especially in the bear market now. I think this project is very important. Because in such a deep bear market, most of us have some idle USDTs or idle ETH or idle DOT in our wallet. We dare not to use these tokens to purchase some shit coins or meme coins in just like what we did in the bull market. But we don't want these monies to just sleep in our wallet without any income. So I think many people will need this project. Yeah.
Wow.
This is,
yeah, that's really amazing. Yeah, a lot to write down from your sharing, sir. Yeah, so many good and deep information. Yeah, I bet the listeners love it very much. Yeah, like I do. Yeah, and you just mentioned about the fixed yield and other core services that Meta Defender can provide to users. So we cannot wait to hear you share more about this one. What are some core benefits for users with these, products from Meta Defender?
In Polkadot ecosystem or in all the other ecosystem?
Maybe, yeah, any of them or both of them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I'd rather say that, in fact, I have taught for the benefits for users. Let me think. Let me talk about my understanding about the DeFi yield. Yes, and I believe many of us have experienced the DeFi summer in 2020. Yeah, and at that time, many food coins is minted there as we. Let me show it. Let me check about it. Since the DeFi summer in 2020, yes, maybe many of us have enjoyed liquidity mining and stake to. At that time, we called it stake to earn. Yeah, and I believe many of us have digged the food coins at that time, a really high APR, maybe 100% or even 1,000% at that time. But we all know that it is not sustainable. And most of the digged tokens at that time is the native token or governance token of the project itself. So the higher its APR goes, the more token emission and the lower the token value goes. And after realizing this, the people start to talk about the real yield. Yeah. And the profit should not only come from the project token emission. A project should really make money by itself. And in fact, if you consider in this way, over 60% of crypto projects are not really making money, and they are not offering real yield. And I think this is why Ares token is very important and is significantly different from other kind of site. Yes, and just simply think, holding an Ares token, it could offer you the native token of the blockchain network. In Ethereum, we get ETH, and in Polkadot we got DOT. This is definitely the real yield, and no other yield could be more real than this one. So within any DeFi system, Ares tokens could be treated as the most healthy asset. And on the other side, we can see the value of Ares token is automatically increasing. Yeah. So using RS token as collateral in lending protocols or CDP formed stable assets or others, that will bring higher capital efficiency. So I think RS token will make the whole DeFi system more healthy and efficient for both Ethereum and Polkadot. Yeah. And so we choose to build a project on the top of all different kinds of RS tokens. We want to enhance it. Yes, we want to attract more people to realize that the RS token is really better and more healthy than other the other food coins. Yes, and people, and we can use leverage. We can play with perpetuals and on the RS tokens. Yes, on a very healthy landscape. Yes, so every DeFi activity is built on the real yield. I think this is very meaningful for the whole DeFi world, and this is also our goal. Yeah.
Wow, that's really amazing. It's really like a lot of hard work of Meta Defender in all of these, and which is very amazing. And yeah, we really appreciate that. Yeah. So can you share more about you guys' target customer? Yeah, do you have any specific target customer, and also your current strategy to attract more of these target customers? Yeah.
Oh, okay. And this may have some relationship with what our product is working on. Just now I mentioned two main parts of our project. That is, one is yield derivatives, and people can predict the APR of STEs or L dot will go up or go down, and then he can long or short the future yield of different kinds of LSTs, and this requires the user to have some deeper financial knowledge than others. Yes. So for the yield derivative product, our target customer is some more professional users. Yes, they have deeper financial knowledge, and they have the ability to predict the future performance of different LSTs. Yeah, and the second part, which is the fixed yield rate. Yeah. This project is using that project mostly do not have much difference between the just deposit some money into the bank. So from our fixed yield product, it is, I can say, it is for all users, no matter he is an OG or new to DeFi or even new to finance. For anyone who do not want his money to sleep in the wallet, he can use the fixed yield rate project. So I think different products for different users, but all users can enjoy his DeFi life in Meta Defender.
Yeah, oh, I see. Your target customers varied from product to product, depends on the characteristics of the product and your purpose. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah. So for next question, yeah, we know that it's like a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, yeah, from you guys to take Meta Defender this far, and we know that a lot of ups and downs along the way. So to your experience, what are the most challenging problems that Meta Defender has faced, and how do you guys overcome these?
Oh, this is a very interesting topic. In fact, I think the most challenging problem for not only us, maybe for the most DeFi project founders, that it is the same. That I think that is the most difficult part is to find our target, to find what we should build in DeFi. Yes, and previously, in fact, for Meta Defender, we just we plan to build a simple option market. on Ethereum or on Arbitrum. Yeah, this is our first plan. Initial plan, maybe 1 year ago, we start work on it. Yes, but while building, we researched on the market. We found that the option trade that is not simple for most Web3 users. Yes, the trade option to understand the option seller and option buyer, and to understand the strike. Yes, we think it is not difficult, but others don't think so. Yes, as I said, users need some deeper financial knowledge to get understand about this, about option trading. Yes, and we can see that there is still not many users on maybe Lyra or Open, and this is all the very famous option trading or derivative projects which has lived on Ethereum for maybe 2 or 3 years, but there are still not many users there. So the most challenging problem for us at that time is we should find a narrative fit for us. How we can how can we really provide something easy using and meaningful for the users? Yes. And most of our team has a strong technical background, and I should say we are too good at solving complex problems. But the more important is how to make things more simple. Yeah. So to solve the problem, maybe we want to step out, not only build not only build a option trading market, but maybe build something more interesting. As our team did endless research on different protocols and listen to our potential investors and users, and this cost us maybe we used 3 months to find a new way, and fortunately the LSD spring or LSD summer comes this year, and we found we can use our background or our thought on the new LS token market to build something which has not occurred before. Yeah. So that brings the current version of Metadefender. So this is yes, this is the way how we get here. Yes.
Yeah, that's really fantastic. And yeah, as you mentioned, to find a target, it's very important. Like to find what to build, but to find who to build for is much more important. And
Yes.
also how to attract them in a long way, how to expand these customers is it's kind of a hard to solve. But yeah, we can see that Metadefender can manage all of them very well and keep giving us a lot of good news. And yeah, get Metadefender this far. And yeah, congratulations all of you for all of the achievements. And yeah, we definitely wait for more. Yeah. So that's why for our next question, we want to know about your upcoming plans, your upcoming steps for Metadefender to grow more. Maybe in the rest of 2023 or even further. Yeah.
Yeah. So it has come to the come to the last quarter of 2023. How time flies. Time flies so fast. We are talking about the rest time of 2023. And then today, as I came to the Polkadot community, and firstly, I should say for Polkadot users, and we just remember we were a option trading market before. Yeah, so we will also firstly launch a option trading market on Akala EVM Plus network, just on October the 1st. Yeah, maybe that is 3 days later. Yes, it is a option trading market about ACID. Previously it is AUSD. Now it is ACID. It is no more it is not a stable coin anymore, and it can fluctuate. Yes. So we built a option trading market for the ACID, asset. This is also a education for users about for users to get to know how to understand and trade derivatives. Yeah, and for ACDs itself, it is expected for slowly growing up to $1. So let's bet how long it will take, and buy this ACID option. Yeah. Yeah. And for the users who participate in our option trading market on Acala testnet, yes, we will first launch on Acala Mandala testnet, and then maybe half a month later on Acala mainnet. Yeah. Participants on both these two DApps will be rewarded for airdrops of our token. And this betting game itself is I believe it will be very interesting and sexy. And what's for more, Acala, as we know, has launched his Euphoris mining project. And for our further project, that is what I mentioned about the yield derivative market. Yes, as it is a derivative market, we need AMM, and we need LP, and the LP here is the DOT. Yeah, so we will join the Acala Euphoris mining project to encourage users to stake DOT into our Euphoris pool. And get and at that time that will get our native token as a reward, and we are also applying for some ACA grants for them. Yes, so the DOT. So after our mining pool launched on Euphoris DApp, yes, maybe the people who stake DOT in our pool will have some will enjoy a double mining, as both they can get our native token and can get ACA at the same time. Yeah. And after our yield derivative market launch, these DOT will be converted into LP automatically, and the LP will be distributed to the stakers and to gain more profits. Yes. And for furthermore, or outside the Polkadot ecosystem, we will search for deeper coordinate with other protocols, both in and out Polkadot ecosystem. And we will introduce more iOS tokens and real world sets into our market, and this also bring capital efficiency and convenience for their users. For example, Tap is for Taiga, and V is for Bifrost, and maybe more deeper coordinate with Pendle Finance. Yes. This also bring diversity into our protocol. So this is our further plan in the rest of 2023 and maybe the first quarter of the next year. Yes, thank you.
Wow, it's really interesting.
So feel free to join our market next month, 3 days later. Just to play with us and get airdrop, and even play with us on the Mandala testnet, and you may have the chance to earn some real ACID on the mainnet. Yes, this is the gift given by us.
Wow, how interesting and sexy it is. Yeah, indeed, yeah. And a lot of rewarding program, a lot of feature to experience everyone, and also education. I mean, it's, education is getting more and more important than ever. And yeah, I think that the user is gonna love it a lot when you guys really doing something about this one. Yeah, that's gonna be so amazing. Yeah, and about coordination. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah, and a lot to expect from Meta Defender in the rest of 2023 and the first quarter of 2024. Yeah, so we believe that with Meta Defender, we can, we're definitely having a lot of good news. Yeah. So for the last question, I think it's kind of relaxing and interesting. Yeah, so if you have to describe your Meta Defender in just 3 words or 3 sentences, what would they be, sir?
Okay, yeah, and we can say some DeFi protocols like Pendle, they have created the yield trade market since this year, and Meta Defender is the first yield derivatives market. Yes. Here, users can leverage their LSD profit by trading yield perps, or use our strategy to get a fixed yield without lockup period, and somehow like demand deposit in a bank in traditional finance. And with more capital efficient solution for both traders and market makers, we are opening a way for mass adoption of LS tokens and DeFi. So this is what we are coding for and what we are working for, what we are fighting for. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, that's really lovely. It's more than 3 words, but who cares? Yeah, as long as it's good, as long as it's really tailored what is Meta Defender it's about and what are you guys' vision and what are you guys fighting for? Yeah, that's what that's what we really care about. Yeah, and yeah, nothing but best of luck in you guys' next journey. Yeah. So before we say goodbye, do you have any words left or announcement left for the listener today before we say goodbye, sir?
Oh, okay, yes. Thank you for everyone here. Our team is most of us is we see 3 co-founders are from Asia and only one from America. Yeah, and we are for our project we want to search for more I mean deeper coordinate with Akala ecosystem, Polkadot ecosystem, or Pando ecosystem, and most of these projects all have deep relationship with the Asian market. Yeah, and so we will have we will launch a series of market activities focusing on the market, maybe on Japan, Korean, or Southeast Asian, or India. Yeah, this is our some further plans. Everyone can follow our official Twitter. Yes, this is where I am giving a speech on. Yes, and for some for our updates. Yes, in the future. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir, and also thank you, Meta Defender, a lot. Yeah, for being here and giving a lot of good information about Meta Defender. Yeah, and definitely we're gonna follow you guys for more, and the listeners gonna do it as well. Yeah, and also thank you, the listeners, for being with us today. And if you want to play the recording again, do not hesitate to do it. The recording of this AMA will be on our Twitter page. And if you have any questions for Meta Defender, do not hesitate as well to DM Polkadot Insider, and we're gonna have your questions connect to the speaker. Yeah, and get back the answer to you guys as soon as possible. Yeah, and once again, thank you so much everyone for coming. And yeah, it's time for us to say goodbye. So goodbye everyone, and have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, goodbye. Thank you so much, sir.